Hello everyone, welcome to C++ tutorials. In this video, we learn about the character set of the C++ and tokens in C++. In this, we learn in detail about the what is the character set and tokens. The different tokens are keywords, identifiers, constants, punctuators and operators. We learn all these in detail. Introduction of character set. Character set is the combination of English language and math symbols. Math symbols. The English language may be alphabets and white spaces, and math symbols means the digits, special symbols which can be used. These all, the combination of these English language and math symbols becomes the character set. Character set means the characters and symbols that a C++ program can understand and accept. That C++ program accepts only these character sets. Okay, these are grouped to form the commands, expressions, words, statements and other tokens for the C++ language. And these are the words which recognized by the compiler. Okay, this character set is a set of valid characters which the language can recognize. A character represents the letter, or it may be the letter or digit or any other signs. Okay, so the character set means the combination of English language and math symbols. And these are the characters and symbols that a C++ program can understand and accept. The character set. The symbols or alphabets related to the character set are, these are the character sets belongs to the C++. That is the letters which consists the capital A to Z and uppercase letters A to Z and lowercase letters. Digits 0 to 9. Special symbols. These are the different symbols which are used for specific purpose. Space, plus, minus, asterisk, slash, caret, backslash and different brackets. White spaces. These white spaces also used in displaying output statements. Okay, blank space, horizontal type, carriage return, new line, form feed, etc. are the different file. And other characters that which can process any of these 256 ASCII characters as data are literals. Okay, these all are the character set of the C++. Alphabet. These are mainly 4 categories. Okay, first is the alphabets. Alphabets represents the lowercase and uppercase letters. It is the C language as well as the C++ language is the case sensitive, so it takes different for small and uppercase letters. Okay, and digits represented by 0 to 9 are combination of these 0 to 9. By using these numeric constants, we can be written easily. Okay, by using these digits, numeric constants can be written easily. Special symbols. All the keyboard keys except alphabet, digits and white spaces are the special symbols. Okay, these alphabets, digit, white spaces are excluded. Other than the characters which are in the keyboard are called the special symbols, and these are some punctuation marks and some special symbols which are used for some specific purpose. White spaces. White spaces are the blank spaces, and a new line, written, horizontal tab space, carriage control, form feed, etc. All are belongs to the white spaces, and these all have the some specific purpose. These are the different 4 categories belongs to the character set. And next is the tokens. Token is the group of characters, are the smallest individual unit in a program is called the token. Okay, the smallest element of C++ program is called the token, which is meaningful to the compiler. That is, every unit that makes the sentence in C++ is the token. The tokens available in C++ are keywords, identifiers, constants, punctuators or separators, and operators. These all are the different tokens in the C++. Okay, keywords are reserved words. Okay, we call these as the reserved because these have the words which are reserved for specific purpose and which have the special meaning. Okay, and these cannot be used as identifiers in a program. Okay, the identifiers which are used for the identification purpose. Okay, and these all keywords can be written in lower case. Okay, in the C++ we have 63 keywords. Okay, at first these are the very less, but as the C++ versions increase, the new keywords can be included. Some of the keywords list are here. That is the auto, break, bool, case for specifying the case in the switch case, catch, exception handling, char to specify the character data type, class to define the class, const which is used to define the constant, default case in the switch case, float to define the float variables, for the for loop, friend, go to, jumping statement, inline functions can be specified with inline, if is the conditional statement. Like these all are the keywords which are for specific purposes. Okay, virtual to specify the virtual functions, void which is used with the functions which the function which doesn't return to the calling statement. This is the keywords to reference the variable throw, keyword which is used to throw the exceptions. Okay, and size of to to return the size of the data type def to define the constant, try which is used to define the exceptions. Okay, and true which is the word used in the boolean data type, either true or false. Short is the data type, signed to specify the signed int or like that. These all are the different keywords which have the specific meaning and used for those purposes only, and these are understandable by the C++ compiler, and these cannot be used as the identifiers. Okay, next, identifiers which its name suggests, for identification purpose, what to be identified in our programming language. Okay, and these identifiers are fundamental building blocks of a program and are used as the general terminology for the names given to different parts of the program, like the variables, arrays, constant, functions, classes, objects, structures, unions, etc. Okay, and this identifier is a sequence of characters which are used to define various things like these: all variables, constant, functions, classes, objects, structures, union. And the identifiers which cannot be used as variable name is the reserved words. Okay, which are used for identification purpose, so we call these as the identifier. So when we are defining the identifiers, we have to follow these some of the rules. The rules for naming the identifiers are: identifiers can have alphabets, digits, and underscore sign character only. Okay, which when we are naming the variables, constant, functions, class, all naming the identifiers, that must include alphabets, either capital or small, digits 0 to 9, and underscore character only. And they must not be keyword or boolean literal or null literal. Okay, those cannot be the keywords, because keywords are the specific purpose. So those cannot be used as the identifier names. And those must not be the boolean literal, means are true or false, or yes or no, or null literal is a space character. And they must not begin with a digit. Identifiers not begin with the digits. They can be of any length. They can begin with digits. Sorry, they can begin with alphabets, that is the characters or underscore character. And this is the case sensitive. That means uppercase letter and lowercase letters are treated differently. Blank spaces, special symbols are not allowed except underscore. Only the character special symbol underscore can only be used within the identifier names. No other character can be used in the identifiers. Okay, these are the some legal identifiers and valid identifiers and invalid identifiers. Okay, these are the legal or valid identifier, that is the my file, which starts with capital M. Sal 3 and underscore, this is always starts with underscore or the alphabets, either that may be the small or capital. Okay, and it may consist the underscore or digits. Okay, so these all are the valid. It is also valid because it starts with underscore. This is also valid, this is also valid. Okay, but invalid identifiers, because it is used the minus as the minus in the identifier name, so it cannot is the special character which is the minus cannot be used. Only underscore character can be used, so it is the invalid. Next, 35 num, this is also invalid because it starts with the digit. Continue, it is also the invalid because it is the continue is the keyword which is the jumping statement. My dot file, this is also the invalid because it uses the dot as the special character in the identifier. So these all are the invalid identifiers, and these are only like this can only be defined as the identifiers. Next, constants. Constant means fixed values. Okay, constants refers to fixed values that the program may not alter. Okay, and these may be the any of the basic data types, and these represent the way each constant is represented depend upon its type. Constants are also called the literals. Okay, so a constant value is the one which does not change during the program execution. Okay, and these uses the secondary storage area which are stored in the secondary storage. Constants are the same in every language. Okay, valid constants in the C++ are 63.7, this is the floating constant. Minus 44 point, this is also the floating constant which has the sign. Plus 83.67, this is also the double constant with the plus sign. Satvika, this is the string constant. This is the y, which is the character constant. This is the string constant. This is the escape sequence constant, etc. These all are the different character constants which can be used in the C++. Okay, in the C++, the constants are of two types. That is the numeric constant and non-numeric constant, that is the character constant. And again these are further subdivided into more categories. Okay, numeric constant. These have numeric value having combination of sequence of digits. Okay, numeric constant means which is the combination or sequence of digits, that is the 0 to 9 alone, or digit or combination of 0 to 9 with or without decimal point. Okay, and which can have the positive or negative sign. Okay, these are called the numeric constant. And numeric constant further subdivided into two categories, that is the integer numeric constant, float or real numeric constant. Okay, integer numeric constant. An integer numeric constant is a sequence of digits or combination of 0 to 9 digits without any decimal point, that is without precision. And this is the optional which may be the preceded by plus or minus sign. Okay, And these are the three types of integer numeric constant, that are the decimal integer, octal integers, and hexadecimal integers. Okay, decimal integer constant, these have no decimal point in it and are either be alone or be the combination of 0 to 9, and these may consist the positive or negative sign. For example, 1274 minus 1351, 10,284 minus 78 plus 97. These all are the decimal integers which consist only the uh, decimals. Okay, that is the digits, only the 0 to 9. And octal integer numeric constant, these consist of combination of digits from 0 to 7 with positive or negative sign, and it has the leading capital O or small o. Okay, either that may be the upper or lower case. That means octal means capital O means octal, and small o also, if it starts with small o, it is also the octal. For example, 0 O, capital O 327. Okay, and capital O 03, minus o 75. These all are the octal integer numeric constant. Hexadecimal numeric constant. Okay, these have hexadecimal data. It has leading ox. The ox may be the capital Ox or capital O small x or small x or capital X. Okay, and these have the combination of 0 to 9 and A to F, capital A to F or small a to F or alone. And these letters A to F or capital A to F represents the numbers 10 to 15, that is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hexadecimal means 16. So 0 to 9, that becomes the 10 numbers, and after for 11 it is represented by A, for 12 for 10 it is A, for 11 it is B, like that. For F it is the 50. The example for the hexadecimal integer constants are capital OX 242, capital OX 96, or OX AED, OX ACF, etc. These are the examples of the hexadecimal numeric constants. And next is the float or real numeric constants. Okay, this constant consists of fractional part in their representation. In the numeric constant, there is no floating fractional part, but in the floating or real numeric constant, it may consist the fractional part, and these quantities are represented by numbers containing the fractional parts like this 26.08. Examples of the real constants are 0.0026 plus 487.0, 3.4 e minus 2, 4.5 e 5. These are the different numeric constants. Okay, and these consist of sequence of decimal digits, decimal point, and another sequence of decimal digits. After the decimal point, there may be the sequence of these decimal digits. Okay, and floating numeric constant are further divided into two parts, that is the mantissa part and other is the exponent part. Mantissa part, that without e and having a decimal point, is called the mantissa real part. Okay, for example, 45.5, 20 minus 22.43, 0.5, etc. These are also called the without exponent part. Okay, and another is the exponent part. The exponent part has an e within it, and it is exponent part is when we are specifying with exponent part, that is called the scientific notation. And e has the base value 10. Okay, it compute, which is used to compute the power. For example, 4.2x 10 2 can be written as 4.2 e2, means for the 10 we can specify the capital E. Okay, 2 is the power. Next, 4.2 into 10 minus 5. 10 can be specified with the exponent e. So it can be written as 4.2 e minus 5. Some are the valid like that. Some of the valid real constants are 54.73 e minus 4, 51.9 e plus 11. These are the some of the real numeric constants which can which consists the exponent part. And next is the character constant. Okay, character constant can have either a single character or group of characters. A character with black slash also used for special purpose. Okay, these character constants are further divided into single character constant, string character constant, backslash character constant. Single character constants which are enclosed between the single quotes. Okay, for example, in between the single quotes a, in between the single quotes percent, are we both are the character constant. Okay, so these are also known as the single quote character constant. Examples are a, capital K, 5, plus p. These all are so the valid single character constants. And string character constant. Okay, this is the another type of constant, that is the string. Okay, a string is a set of characters enclosed in double quotes. For example, Pratibha virtual classes is the string. Okay, a single character is enclosed in single quotes. However, string constant is enclosed in double quotes. Okay, if the single alphabet A is specified in single quotes, then that is the character, that becomes the single character. Same A, if we specify that in the double quotes, then that becomes the string character constant. Okay, for example, here are the examples in between the double quotes: Harsha, hello, 2013. Okay, these all are so the string character constant, because these are enclosed in the double quotes. Okay, next other character constants are the backslash character constants. These are also referred as the escape sequences. These should use the backslash code instead of their ASCII equivalent representation. Okay, these are used for special purpose in the C++ language, which are used in output statements like the cout. Okay, next is the escape sequences. Okay, C++ allows some non-graphic characters in character constant. Okay, the non-graphic characters means which cannot be typed directly from the keyboard, like the backspace, tab, carriage return, form feed, control, alt, like these all are the non-graphic characters. These are represented by using the escape sequences. So, non-graphic character constants can be specified or represented with the help of escape sequences. So, escape sequences are the special characters used in control string to modify the format of an output. Okay, these specific characters are translated into another character or sequence of characters that may be difficult to represent directly. Okay, for example, if we want to put a line break in the output of C++ statements, then we use \n character, which is the one of the escape sequence. Okay, the escape sequence consists two or more characters. For all sequences, the first character will be the backslash. Okay, the other character determine the interpretation of escape sequence. For example, n of \n tells the cursor move on the next line. Okay. Some of the escape sequences are \a, that is for alert, audible bell; \b for backspace; \f for form feed, that is into the new page; \n for new line or line feed. Okay, \r, that is a carriage return, which always starts with the starting point of the line. \t for that horizontal tab, for the tab space characters; \v, that is the vertical tab positions in between the characters. And if you want to display the backslash, single quote can be displayed by \single quote, double quote can be displayed by \double quote, question mark can be displayed by \question mark. Okay, octal number \on, Okay, hexadecimal number backslash hex HN, and for null character backslash 4. These are the different escape sequences which can be used in C++ language. Okay, some of the examples are for the new line you can use the backslash n. Okay, when a new line is necessary in the output, then the escape sequence backslash n can be used. For example, if we write like this, cout computer backslash signs, then the output between computer, after computer we have the backslash n. So that next sentence or word can be started in the new line, that is the signs. Okay, like this output can be displayed. Tab, the tab is equal to the 8 spaces. When a tab button is pressed from the keyboard, then 8 spaces are left blank. Okay, this escape sequence perform the functionality of the tab key, that is the backslash t. Okay, the for example, cout computer backslash t signs. So in between the computer and signs, the cursor displays the 8 blank characters. Okay, next alert bell, that is the backslash a. This is used to play beep during the execution. When we are displaying the output, if we specify the backslash a, it displays the audible bell, alert bell. Okay, backslash b. Okay, whenever we want to delete a single character, we press the button backspace from our keyboard. Okay, this is achieved in the C++ by using the backslash b. Okay, that is the previous one character is deleted. Okay, if we use for example computer backslash b signs, here we are using backslash b, so previous one character is deleted, so output displays compute, r is deleted, and signs displays as usual. Like this, these characters can be used. And next is the single quote. If you want to display the single quote in the output, this backslash single quote can be used. For example, if we write cout backslash single quote computer science, then the output displays in between the single quotes, the computer science is displayed like this. And next is the carriage return. Carriage return, this sequence character escape sequence moves the cursor at the beginning of the current line. That is, for example, if we write like this, cout computer backslash r signs. Okay, first the computer is displayed as usual, and after that we have the backslash r, that means which moves the cursor at the beginning of the line. Then we have the signs, so signs is displayed. Okay, and signs view overrides the already existed output, that is computer, so it displayed signs, and r is the extra character that is displayed as usual. Like this, the output is displayed. And next is the backslash f, which is for the form field. This sequence is used in printing. Okay, it is used to insert a blank paper in the printed output. Okay, for example, cout backslash f signs. After printing computer, the computer will include a blank paper and then prints the signs. Okay, if you want to display the blank paper in between the output, you can use the backslash f. And next is the punctuators or the separators. Okay, if punctuators in C++ have syntactic and semantic meaning to the compiler, but do not of themselves specify any operation which yields the value. Okay, some punctuators either alone or in combination can also be C++ operators or be significant to the preprocessors. Okay, these can be used as the alone or the combination of the operators. Some of the punctuators are these, and these are also known as the separators. Okay, these are used as the combination. Okay, left square bracket and right square bracket, left parenthesis, right parenthesis, left brace and right brace, comma, single star, and 3 dots, like these all are the different punctuators. These are the combinations, and these can be used as the alone. Okay, some of the punctuators are less than, greater than, which is used for the header name. Like this hash include limits dot h. This can be specified in between the less than, greater than. This is specified the header name. And square brackets, which is as the array delimiter, char a of 7. A is the character array of size 7. So this is the character array space. This is the flower brackets, which are used for the block purposes or function body or compound statements delimiter. Okay, and the next is the parentheses, which are the function parameter list delimiters. Okay, these for example, his compound state char x of 4. So the h, I, l and backslash o, these all are the characters which are compounded, which are specified compoundly. Okay, that is with the help of flower brackets. And function parameters, int f of xy. F is the function name, xy are the parameters which are passed to the function f, which is specified with the parenthesis. And star, which is for the pointer declaration, int point x, means x is the pointer of type integer type. Next, argument or list separator, which can be comma. Okay, h, comma, I, these all are separated by the comma. Okay, next state colon, this is the statement label, label a colon if x is equal to 0. This is the labeling purpose. Okay, next declaration initializer equal to triple equal to. Okay, this can be char x of 4 equal to high. This is initializer, x is assigned with the high. Next semicolon, this is the statement end. Every statement is terminated or ended with the semicolon. Next 3 dots, this is a variable length argument list. Okay, int f, int y as dot dot dot. Okay, and so on. For that purpose you can use. And hash, this is the preprocessor directive, which is used to specify the preprocessor, include limits dot h. Okay, next single quotes for the character constant, double quotes which are string literal or header name. Okay, this can be used like this. These are the different punctuator used in the C++ language. And next are the operators. Operators are used in a program to perform specific task or the operations on the data. Operator is the symbol used to perform mathematical or logical manipulations, and which specifies the order of operations in the expressions which contain more than one operator. Okay, so operators can also specify the order. Okay, we have the different types of operators available in the C++, that is the arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, increment or decrement operators, conditional operators, bitwise operators, and other operators. And these all operators are explained in detail in the next video. Okay, as in the summary, in this video we learn about the character set of C++, tokens, keywords, constants, escape sequences, punctuators and operators. Okay, and identifiers and rules for the identifiers, keywords which has a special meaning, and constant may be fixed values which can be of string constant, numeric constant, floating constants. Okay, and escape sequences, these are the which are used to display the non-graphic characters in the output of the C++ program. Of punctuators which have the special meaning. Okay, like the flower brackets for the specifying the compound statements, square brackets, parenthesis, comma which is used to separate the variables list, colon for labeling, semicolon for end of the statement. Operators, we have many types of operators like in all programming languages. Okay, these operators can be learned in detail in the next video. Thank you one and all, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, that is the Pratibha Virtual Classes.